Oops, this way. Greetings. Hello, Habari Mumbo. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the live stream. You are very welcome. Decided to do a live stream. Why is it not showing? If you don't know, I'm in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, and the internet is still on. So I'm able to come to you live and say, hey, what's up? Chit chat with you to see what y'all got going on over there in the States. I see they on the Somalians now. I see the U.S. is on the Somalians now. So, yeah, while they on them and focused on them, you should be trying to get your exit plan together, family. You should be trying to get your exit plan together if you don't have one yet. Get one together. Because after everybody's gone, then they're going to be coming for you. So you need to be having an exit plan, having your plan together. I don't know why I don't see the live. Yeah, you should be having an exit plan. So when they start turning their eyes towards you, you can be heading out the door, going to another country. You won't be their focus or their target. So greetings, everyone. Thank you so much for taking the time to tune in. This live looks like it might be interrupted because it looks a little recorded here. It looks like it's being recorded. So I don't know if they start interfering, I may have to get on my phone and do a vertical live stream. Because this picture looks very recorded, like it's being recorded. And I notice whenever they start recording, then my lives start not being clear, start having technical difficulties, etc., etc. So you're very welcome to the channel. This is Wanda. This is Diaspora Connect in Tanzania. I am in Dar es Salaam and all is well. We've been laying low for a few days, so everything's been pretty peaceful and quiet. So yeah, just wanted to do a live since the internet was still up, and have you lay eyes on me. We can chat. I see they on the Somalians in America right now. They on the Somalians now. Every month is somebody else. Every month they're focusing on somebody else, and they all black and brown people. They working their way up to making America white again. They are working their way to making America white, as if it was ever white before. I don't ever remember it being historically. I don't ever remember America being white, but some people live in a fantasy land, fake reality, and they live in the matrix, a fake world where they think something happened that never was. America has never been a all white country. It's always been a melting pot. So I don't know where this thought of making America, you know, great again, or I understand the great part because they think it was great when they were at the top and there were people serving them. They think it was great then when they were getting free labor from human beings, trafficked, abused in every kind of way, used to feed and take care of them and their families, nurse their children. Yeah, they thought it was great then. Yeah, and they wanted to go back to that. So it's kind of weird. Yeah. Okay, where's the line? Let's see. Yep, they wanted to go back to that point. But welcome, JK5638. Greetings and shalom to you. Shalom, shalom. And shalom to you. You are very welcome to the live stream. What is that? You are very welcome. Decided to do a live stream. I'm in Dar, and all is well. It's been pretty quiet. We've been laying low, and it seems pretty quiet right now. It's been quiet. I don't know what's going on outside besides what's on the internet because I haven't been out. But I haven't heard any noise. I heard nothing but silence. So, So tomorrow I will probably try to venture out. I guess we'll see what everybody else says. If they go out and they tell me the coast is clear, and then I will be going out, but I won't be going far from home. I'll just be going to the local stores and local spots to grab a few things. But yeah, I won't be going far from home. So yeah, but we're well. Internet didn't go off this time. I think it slowed down. It was a little delayed, but for me, it was fine. It was fine for me. I'm trying to pull this up on my phone, and I am not sure why this live. It's weird. So I'm on this live on my computer, but I'm trying to look at the live on my phone, and it's not showing me my live. So I'm like, what's going on? What is really going on here? That's kind of weird. It's very weird. Anyway, I hope you can hear me and see me okay. If you can hear me and see me, put a 1 in the chat for me, please. You are very welcome. Thank you for taking the time to jump on in the live. I wanted to talk about the current attack on the Somalians in America. And since they focused on them, Black people, you need to be making your exit plan so you can get out of there before they turn their eyes from them and look to you. Still got a few more people they got to focus on before they look to you only and you only, which they never stopped looking at us anyway. We've always been a target. So it's nothing new, but still it's a bit more. Okay. One, thank you so much, JK. Welcome. Thank you so much. It's always been us, but it'll be a lot worse once everybody's gone and then they don't have nobody to focus on but us. Yeah, we're gonna be in bad shape. The ones that stay there with them, it's gonna be in bad shape. But if you can get out, yeah, find you another place to go. Why they focused on the Somalis and the this ones and all the other immigrants or migrants or whatever foreigners, black and brown foreigners, why they focusing on them. You could be making your exit plan so you can get out. So they won't be They won't take their eyes off of them and just focus, put all their energy into harassing you. You won't have a life. You won't have peace. You won't be able to sleep. Nothing. Because these people, they sleep, eat, and dream Black people. They are obsessed with us, with our melanin, with our organs, with our bodies, with trafficking us, with eating us, with eating our flesh and drinking our blood. Yes, they're obsessed because they're monsters. They're not human beings. They're reptiles. They're Neanderthals. They're aliens. They're wicked, sodomites, bestiality folk. Yeah, they do all the abominations in the Bible. You know, those people. You don't need to be living with them type of people anyway, Black people. You don't need to be living with no wicked, evil, demonic people. Come on back to the continent where the people are more like you. Their spirit is pure. They're more like you. Yeah, you have the fighting and all that. You got some wicked too, but majority of them are human beings. They're normal like us. Before we got, of course, tainted by being and living with our oppressors. The scripture says, envy thou not the oppressor and choose none of his ways. When you do that, you just start being disgusting like them. Like, you know, they eat anything, sleep with anything, do anything. Like you become like disgusting like them. You take on their traits, sleeping with dogs and cats and animals and doing all kind of nastiness. Sodomites, becoming sodomites. The scripture said there should be no sodomites in the children of Israel. There should be no sodomites in the men, and there should be no whores for the women. So we should not be doing that type of stuff. We're better than that. We are a set apart, chosen nation of people. We're special, and we shouldn't be living like a dog, rolling in the mud with the pigs. We shouldn't be doing that. I don't care if your neighbor is doing it. I don't care if your white friends doing it. You shouldn't be doing it because you ain't like them folk. You should know a little bit better than that. I know we was raised a little bit different than that now. I know I'm a 70s baby and I know how I was raised. Yeah, we didn't do all that nastiness and act all like that. We weren't raised like that. You start taking on the traits of your oppressors and start liking the wicked nastiness of that they do. You start liking that stuff, and it is corrupting you. So find your exit plan, make your exit plan, and come on out while they're focused on the Somalis right now. This whole big deal is about the Somalians. Oh, every article, the Somalians, yeah, they focused on them. First it was the Mexicans and Venezuelans, and then the Africans. Like they have their chance on focusing on different people every month. Yeah. And then after they get them out, they're gonna focus on us. Well, they never stop. Y'all know they never stop focusing on unaliving us, hanging us from trees. That's just what they do. They've been doing that from day one. Yeah. So, but you are very welcome to the live stream. I am tuning into you from Dar es Salaam, and I'm at home and all is well. And it's peaceful, it's quiet, it's eerily quiet. It's eerily quiet. So, yeah. But I'd rather be quiet and peaceful. Yeah, I'd rather be quiet and peaceful. But I know everybody got their own stuff going on. We got stuff going on in America. Everybody got their stuff going on. But you pick and choose where you want to be. Me, I prefer to be and live outside of America and deal with everything outside of America. I can still see it. It's on the internet everywhere. I can see everything that's going on, but I just don't want to be there, living there and having to be in that country and feel the atmosphere and the spirit that hovers over that place. It's very wicked, very dark. So yeah, even though we have things going on over here in Tanzania, yeah, it still don't feel, the atmosphere don't feel wicked, dark, and demonic like it feels in America. It don't feel like that. The atmosphere, the spirit, the spiritual, because everything is spiritual. And so, yeah, I don't feel that over here. I mean, that don't mean that you don't use wisdom now and move circumspectly and use wisdom and smart, and have discernment and stuff like that. But I just feel a lot safer outside of America. I don't want to be in that place. Yeah. When I left, I was done. When I left in 2020, I was pretty much done. So, and I have not looked back, and I do not miss it. I do not miss it. Yep, I wore my fro today, fam. I wore my fro today. It's shrinking up. That's the only thing about our hair. It's like we take it out and it's big, and then as the hours go by, it starts shrinking, shrinking, shrinking up. But for me, I don't want to put heat on it. So I don't want to put heat on it. There we go. That's the side. Yeah, I don't want to mess up like any kind of, yeah. I mean, after I did the big chop, I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna put any heat in my hair, no blow dryer, no curl, no nothing. Just let it air dry. I don't want to mess up my hair, messing around with heat. Besides, my hair's been straight almost all my life, so it's all right to be curly for some time. It's all right to be curly for the latter half of my life, because the former my hair was straight. So now the latter years I want it to be naturally curly, like it comes out of my scalp. So yep, and I'm on this hair growth journey. So I'm just trying to help it to grow. I'm trying to take care of it and trying to be nice to it and patient with it and baby it and take care of it. And you do that, it'll grow. It will grow. Just have to, say good things about it, treat it well. We don't want to say negative things about it. We want to say positive things about your hair, your appearance. Yeah. You got to be that example now. You got young kids and young girls and, looking up to us, and you want to help them to love themselves and their hair and all that. We have enough people saying bad things about us and our hair and everything. So we have to be that example and say the good things, and be that example and live it, and not just talk about it, but, actually live it, do it, be about it. So, but yeah, the Somalians, they getting their terrible treatment at this point from the U.S. Um, so, yeah, next month is going to be another group. So I don't know which group is going to be next month, but they got a list of us. Got a list of the dark melanated African or migrants or immigrants or foreigners that they going to harass and make them, leave or whatever. So it is what it is. These are the last days. America is a different place. It's not the same country. It's a different place. It's changed, and it's not going to go back to how it used to be. It's changed, so it's just not a safe place for us. We've been being hung from trees a lot lately. A lot of things been happening to our people, and nobody's looking into it. Nobody's investigating. Nobody's finding out, and nobody really cares, to be honest. So I cannot live in a country where they don't care about the life of my people. So yeah, my life is not valued there. I have to go somewhere where my life is valued, and it's not valued in America. These people don't. Yeah, they're strategically hunting for us. This is the Hunger Games in America. It's the Squid Games going on. You just don't know it yet. It's the Hunger Games and the Squid Game, and they hunting for you. The minute you turn your eyes away, I just read a story where a whole family got burned in their house. 3 kids, 3 or 4 kids, and a husband, a wife somewhere in Alabama. The whole house been burnt down with the father, mother, and the 3 kids in the house. That don't that sound familiar, family? Don't that sound familiar? They burning the house down while we in there, and then the fire department claimed when they got there, the house was engulfed. They couldn't do nothing. That's the same thing that they used to do to us. They're doing it again. They're strategically doing the same things that they've done to us in the past. It's coming back around again because civil rights is gone, segregation is back, Constitution is gone because it's all ripped up to shreds with the executive order. So that's gone. Dual citizenship, they get rid of that. You're gonna have to, your loyalty is gonna have to lie with the United States or whatever. Yeah. Everything is going back to where it used to be. JK, do sure to remain vigilant. Yes, even though in the present quiet there is the actual date of the protest may not have been given. The date given may have been a. That is true, JK. That's true. That's true. That's why I said I'm not going far because the country's on fire. It's a fire within. It's a fire inside. It's sweltering up. So it's not completely gone, And I know that. That's why I said I won't be going far from home. I'll be staying like close to home and keeping my associations a little bit closer to home just in case something pop off. I won't be far from home. So I know, yeah. That's why I say it appears silent and quiet and peaceful. I said appears because you got stuff simmering. So when you got stuff simmering, you don't know when something might pop off. So yeah, I am definitely aware of that. Yeah, I'm definitely aware of that. But for some reason, I still feel safe. I feel safer here, than in America. I didn't feel safe at all in America, at all in the least. I don't know if it's because too many people got guns or because I know that the Nazis are searching for us or seeking for us specifically. I think that also, and then all the jabs and the hospital, everybody's out to get us. Like the hospitals are killing us, the jabs are killing us, giving us HIV and diseases, the air is polluted, the food is polluted, everybody putting toxins in all our stuff we use for our hair and our skin and everything is falling apart. So I just don't, I can't, I just couldn't live over there. Shalom, Brule Desire, shalom, welcome. So yeah, I just couldn't see myself living over there because it's nothing safe. Nothing that you eat, nothing that you drink, the air you breathe. You got to try to cook your food, and then you don't know if the food been sprayed. Now the regime is giving them permission. Everything can kill you. The only way you gonna survive Mystery Babylon, aka America, aka the house of bondage, is with prayer. Is that our maker will tell you, don't eat that, don't go there, go to this store, cook your own food, don't eat out, this. He's gonna have to literally give you instructions on how to not succumb to all the things that are going on. It's not safe to go to the hospital, not safe to go get to the doctor. They might lie to you, they might hurt you, they might harm you, give you the wrong medicine, give you something that's going to, you can't trust nobody over there. One thing I can say in Africa, I trust the doctors and I trust that type of stuff. Yeah, they got stuff going on, but ain't nobody out to get you personally because of the color of your skin or because of who you are. That's how it's in America. I can't live under no regime like that. I'd rather live under somebody else's. They got their own stuff going on, but they ain't focusing on me. I'm not what they focusing on. They got their own other stuff they dealing with. I just stay out of their stuff and mind my own business, But yeah, in America, they after us. They're after us. So I don't want to be in a place where these people are strategically after us. We're the target. So yeah, I can't live in a country like that. I feel safer outside in somebody else's country where they got their own stuff going on, but they ain't focusing on me. And I can lay low and live my life and be happy and mind my own business and do what I need to do for me and my family. So that's my perspective on that. And I want the same for you. I want you to be safe. I want you to be at peace. I want you to be able to eat fresh foods, breathe fresh, clean air, drink, water, fresh water. Like everybody's in America, they putting everything in our products. All these products we used to use growing up, olive oil, Dove, and Listerine, and all these different things that we used to use, they all got poisons in them. And I'm like, how long they knew this? They've been knew this. These people been knew that they've had poison and all that stuff. It's just by the grace and the mercy of our maker that we made it through. Because as long as I've been using olive oil and Dove, and even they say ivory and what you call that? The green soap, spring, something spring. Anyway, all these things that we used to use growing up, they say all that stuff is like toxic and poison. Like y'all been knew. Y'all been knew that. What's this? More than one ingestion is using the primary. Send one stream to the primary. I got like a weird message, y'all. More than one ingestion is using the primary URL. Send one stream to the primary ingestion URL and one stream. So it's like, it's saying like, I guess somebody else is streaming using my stream. Something is saying, it's giving me like a weird error. I mean, I already know somebody's recording this. It looks like it's being recorded. It don't look like a real picture. It looks like it's being recorded. Irish Spring Soap. That's it. That's it. Brule Desire and JK 563. Yeah, Irish Spring. Growing up with those. It's weird. It's very weird. Somebody else is using my thing. Somebody made me watching modern routine and trying to record, maybe gather Yeah, they are, because it says error. More than one ingestion is using the primary URL. Send one stream to the primary ingestion URL and one stream. So somebody else is using this, watching this, or streaming this, or trying to do something. So I know they're recording, and that's why I'll be telling y'all they be all of my stuff, all of my devices. And this is another reason why I could never live back in America, because they be recording all my stuff. I wouldn't be safe over there, because I speak the truth on this channel. So I need to be outside. I need to stay outside. I don't need to come in. So yeah, I need to be out of the matrix. Or no, I mean out of the US, because the matrix is everywhere. A lot of these other countries are in the matrix too. But yeah, the US, yeah, that's a whole nother matrix that I won't be going back into. Because they constantly recorded my stuff, on my stuff, in my stuff, my phone, my computer, everything. And see, when you live on the continent, you can be off grid, kind of, sort of, because you can be out of the city. And see, a lot of these places are not as accessible on like Google Maps and stuff. So like you go on like Google Maps or Google Earth, and it's hard to locate where you are when you are outside of these developed cities. So I like that. I'm a very I like my freedom and I like my privacy. So I don't want everybody knowing like where I live, where I'm going, where I, all this stuff about me. I don't like when governments be trying to know all that. I don't like that. So I'd rather be outside to where Yeah. We don't always they don't always know exactly what I got going on and where I am. But in America, they know every inch of that place. They know every quadrant of that country. So it's no way you can run and hide. They got what you call it, cities under the ground in America. They know every ounce of that country. But it's not like that when you're in other countries, especially in Africa. Yes, they are here, but they don't know the lay of the land like the locals do. The locals have to show them, like they don't know. And I like that. That's why I prefer to be in a country where there's no US military base and all that. Kenya has that, but yeah, it's not in Tanzania. So yeah, I like that part. I do like that part, even though you have a lot of different people here, but a military base, that's a whole nother conversation, family. That's a whole nother conversation. It's not the best idea. Other countries don't have military bases in America. So why they allow America to have military bases in their country? It's not smart, but whatever. Whatever. Yeah, these are the last days, family. There's a lot of evil wickedness going on. People trying to get you digitally ID'd and facial recognition and fingerprint this and they want to do all that digital ID and all that stuff. They're gonna be able to control everything you do, control your money, how you travel, how you move. Like you're gonna be like a child again. I keep saying that you're gonna be like a child again. So I cannot live like that. I like my freedom way too much. So I need to be outside of the country where I have been for the last 5 years. And all is well. It's not perfect, but it's perfect for me. It's peaceful for me. I feel freedom for me. You got to figure out what's best for you. You want to stay living under oppression, like in the States, under all that oppression with this new regime. Yeah, I can't. I can't do it. I can't do it. And yeah, I just can't do it. I just can't do it. My ancestors did way too much for me to go back and roll back to what they went through and go through the same thing. I can't go through the same thing my ancestors been through. I can't do it. It's just not worth it to me. I don't love that country like that. I don't. To go through what my ancestors went through, I don't love the country like that. So it was time for me to go. When you have that mindset, it's time for you to leave. So yeah, I left and came to Tanzania. All is well. They have stuff going on, of course, stuff popping off, but that's their stuff. Ain't nothing I can do about that. But stay low key and stay out of their stuff, stay out of their way and keep it moving. If I want to leave and go to another country, then I can do that. I have a choice. You want to get to a point where you have a choice in where you want to live. If you want to stay in a certain situation, or if you want to leave and go to another country, or if you want to, you want to have that option. But in America, you're not going to have that option because they're going to be controlling everything you do. You're not going to be able to have that option. They're going to tell you, no, you can't travel. No, you can't fly. You can't not work. You can't do this. Like, I don't want nobody telling me that. I want total freedom of what I want to do. So the only way you can have that is if you are off grid, if you have your own water source, if you have your own like home, you have your own lights and water and stuff like that. You control your life, you control your destiny, you control what you do. You grow your own food, you have your own water source, borehole, you have your own roof, and it don't matter what they do to your stuff, your technology, you don't need it because you got everything you need. If push came to shove, it's like you can make that choice. I don't want to be controlled, so I don't need your technology. I just stick with my analog phone, my walkie-talkie, and call it a day. And my freedom. South Africa and East Africa, the places to be. Yes, JK. Yeah. West Africa rising up though. West Africa is rising up, and it seems like East Africa is too. But everything on the continent the continent is rising. The continent is in a revolution or liberation. Something's going on the continent. So it's all over the continent. So it's like nowhere you can really run on the continent because you think you're gonna run to another country and then the next minute they got something like, oh no. At one point you're gonna just have to stay put, unless if it really gets really, really out of hand, then you might have to go to the next country. A lot of people that was here, they went to Kenya. A lot of people in Kenya. Until things blow over, they in Kenya. Something pops off. So I know, Brule just said, I know. Stuff is popping off everywhere. Like I saw a video with some Black Americans in Benin. Benin got some stuff popping off, and they did a video. And they like, yeah, we in our hotel, like we staying put, we can't leave. Same things, like they was in Benin when that stuff started popping off. So you don't know where you might go and something might start popping off. They got some stuff going on in Uganda. There's some of our people over there. Something might pop off. They got to stay put. Kenya got some things also politically. Something could pop off there. Like, you just don't know where you trying to go to if something gonna pop off. Ethiopia, they got some stuff going on. So, is it Ethiopia? They got some stuff going on. Some kind of natural disaster. Stuff is going on, y'all. It's going on across the continent. So you think you're going to run here or run there, and then anything can go. So you just got to figure out where you're going to be and kind of stay low key and stay put and kind of, stay in prayer, of course. You want to stay in prayer. Yeah, you got to stay in prayer. More than one ingestion is using the primary URL. I need to write that down so I could see what that means. This message that I got on my on my computer. I'm gonna look it up when I get off to see what this means. It's an error message on the top of my computer, and I want to see what that means. Let me see if I can record that. Let me see. Let me do like a video. Let me see. I'm trying to make sure I remember what that says so I can look that up. It says more than one ingestion. I wonder if I type it in here. I'm going to type it in here and see if I could. It is glare. We cannot see. I'm sorry, Brule Desire. I was trying to make a copy of this message. I'm going to type it in the chat so I could go back and look at it more. Let me see. More than one. Because I want to look it up and see what that means. Ingestion is using the primary primary URL. Send one stream to the primary ingestion URL and one stream. Okay. Maybe I can go back and look at this. More than one ingestion is using. Yeah, I'm gonna go back and look at it so I can look it up and see what that means. It's like an error tab across the top of my screen, and I'm trying to click on it, and it's not letting me click on it. So I'll look it up and see what if I look it up what that means, and it's telling me that somebody else was streaming in my trying to get into my like URL or my computer stuff. Yep. So I already know my stuff is being monitored. I say it all the time, and when I say it, sometimes people laugh like they don't like believe me, but I always show proof that somebody's in my stuff. But that's how it is when you leave Massanem, when you leave the plantation. When you leave the plantation, screenshot it and save it to your photos. I can't do that on the, let me see something. I can't do it on the computer. I can't screenshot it on the computer. At least I don't know how to screenshot it on the computer. Because I'm on the computer. I'm going to try to pull the live. See, the live wasn't showing on my phone. That's another thing that's weird. This live is not showing on my phone. I'm on my computer. So when I go to my YouTube to look at the live, it's not showing up. And I'm like, that's kind of weird. Why is the live not showing up on my phone? That's because somebody's in there recording it, and it's not showing me that I'm live on my phone. So yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy, fam. I mean, all these things that happen, it just confirmed more and more why I would never go back. Yeah, I would never go back to Babylon. I would never go back to Masa's plantation. I would never go back to Masa's plantation. He won't get the opportunity to put his hands on me because I won't be going back. Yeah. I won't be going back. And I don't miss it. I don't miss it. Okay, I checked it for you. It is definitely, yeah, it says that in simple terms, two streams are trying to use the same main house and the platform is, yeah, exactly. Somebody else is using in this stream. Exactly. I said that the photo, the picture of me right now, usually when I go live, the picture looks clear. This picture that I'm looking at myself, it looks like a video. It looks like a video recording of me, like I recorded a video. It does not look like I'm live because it's a delay and it's the picture is kind of blurry. My picture is blurry to me. So it's like it's being recorded. It's not like it's actually live. Wow, Brule Dessert. That's crazy. Use the same main house and the platform is. Look at that. See, this is how the Most High, our maker, our creator, he shows me when things be going on. See, the plans and the schemes that the enemy tries to behind your back. You know, the enemy tries to plot and plan behind your back and scheme, but the Father can reveal the hidden things to you. And that's how he shows me different stuff that the enemy is trying to plot and plan behind my back. When I say the enemy, I mean this battle that we're in is a spiritual battle. This is not only the physical flesh that we see, it's a spiritual battle because everything is spiritual. You have good and evil. So you have good and evil over our souls every day, all day. Then you have the Father, his chosen, and you live righteous, you live for him, and he's leading and guiding you, he's protecting you, and he can show you the plans and plots and schemes of the enemy, the plans that they plan and plot behind your back that you may not be aware of. But when you pray and ask the Father to protect you and reveal the hidden things that the enemies of your soul are plotting and planning behind your back, he will reveal the hidden things to you. And this is part of, revelation, how the Father shows me different things that people are doing in the spiritual realm behind my back where I don't know. They're recording, they're tapping in, this and that. He'll show me signs that, see, look what they're doing. You see, they're on your computer. You see, look at this, look at that. He reveals those things to me. That's how I, a lot of times, know a lot of this stuff that's going on, because he will show it to me. He will reveal it to me. He's real. And if you pray for discernment, he will show you the plots and plans that your enemies have for you. There are wicked, evil, demonic spirits that are out to deceive you. It's a spiritual battle, family. If you walk only in the spirit or only in the flesh, you won't understand spiritual things. But if you are a spiritual person, you got to know that there's good and evil. And when you walking and rocking with our Father, our Maker, our Creator, then you're going to always have the enemies trying to deceive you, trying to trick you, trying to fool you into selling your soul or making a covenant, contract, agreement, some kind of vow, something with them. But the Father can reveal the hidden things that the enemy plans behind your back, so you can be aware of them. And it's only he can reveal this to you. You can't know this within yourself, because you just a mere man, a mere woman. But the Father can reveal the hidden things of the dark that the enemies and the wicked ones are trying to plan and plot behind your back for your demise. He can reveal that to you. It reads, the system cannot tell which one is the real main feed, so it shows that. Okay. Brule de Zero. Okay, I figured that. It reads, the system cannot tell which one is the real main feed, so it shows an error. I'm glad you are knowledgeable in computer situations. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I know. I got this error right across. And even, sometimes you might have an error and you can click on it and it'll like go away. This one is like frozen on my screen. It's like a yellow color. It's a yellow color. I don't know if you guys may not be able to see it, but I can see it. And it says error and it's in yellow all across the front top of my screen. And I've never had this before. It's like I've never seen something like this. And when I try to click on it, it won't let me click on it. So somebody else is streaming with me. And I don't know if YouTube or whoever knows, but it's not, somebody else is in here. So maybe I don't know if people will see. I don't know if people are doing it. I don't know if anybody gonna do anything about it, but I know I see it. And thank you for helping me with that, because I was gonna look that up as soon as I got off this live to see what that meant. I figured that it meant somebody else was in here in my computer recording my stuff, because my computer is monitored. I already know that. I already know my computer is monitored. I usually have to turn my computer off several times a day, because it'll start freezing, and it'll start like doing the hourglass, like just keep going in a circle, and I'll have to shut it down. So I already know somebody's like in here. So listening to every word, holding on to every word. I'm still going to warn my people, but I'm going to use wisdom. And this is why I'm telling you guys, this is why I said I'm going to be more private. This is why I said I'm not going to share as much on here like I used to. I'm not going to share like my location where I live in when I'm living, or they can find that out anyway. But the good thing is when you in Africa, a lot of these addresses don't even have it. You don't even have an address. Like when people come get me, they have to meet me at the store because I don't have a address. So unless you are local and I bring you here, you would not know. Yes, we're gonna win, we're gonna link up regardless, related there. That's right. The enemy can't stop us from connecting, from meeting outside of the state, meeting outside of the house of bondage, America. We got to meet outside of that place. That place is a booby trap. America is a booby trap. It's nowhere that you can run and hide there, but you got to come out in order to be safe. You got to come out in order to have a chance to be unidentified. But as long as you're staying in that mousetrap, then you won't never they will know where you are, because it's a mousetrap and they can track you everywhere. But when you're outside of that place, then you're more free. Then you can go from country to country, country to country, traveling country to country. You can travel from country to country. But now you got to be careful because everybody's adopting the digital ID. So now when you go to these different countries, they're going to start, certain countries going to be tracking you for the West. Because I have told you guys this, and I don't know if you believe me, but I'm going to say it again. America is the seat of the beast. And I already know y'all heard this before, but if you had not, it's the seat of the beast is in America. So all the orders for the beast, the dragon gave power to the beast. All that's in the White House. That's in America. The beast, the seat of the beast is there where all the laws come from for the beast system. Everything is in the White House. So it disperses out to the different countries. So a lot of that digital stuff and all that beast system stuff that comes from the White House, and it's going all through different countries. A lot of it's over here in Africa now. I think Kenya's accepting it, Zambia's accepting it, South Africa's accepting it. A lot of people accepting it. So it's coming over here, but it's coming from the White House. It's coming from the seat of the beast. So when you travel into these different countries, then they're going to have that same requirement. So you got to find countries that ain't down with the West like that. I'm just saying, you got to find countries that's not like that with America. They can be all right with America, but not so much to where they taking orders. They taking orders from America with the beast systems stuff. Want to try to find a country that's kind of independent, a sovereign, independent country to go into. You don't want to go to a country that has a U.S. military base. That's out the question. Don't do that, because that's just, it's not as bad as being in America, but they still have access to you like that. But you gotta be somewhere where ain't no military base. You can have an embassy, no military base, no digital ID. Those are the two things you need to look for if you're looking to go to a country. So basically, every place in Asia is out of the question, because Asia is high tech already. They already got the eye thing and the face recognition and all that stuff. You don't want to be in no place like that, because you're gonna be a slave. You're going to be a slave. If that, I don't. I love my freedom. I can't. My ancestors been through too much of slavery stuff. I'm not trying to even. Yeah, I'm not trying to even be in no situation to be enslaved by nobody. So I want to be free. Travel was the first one to get. Traore was the first one to get the digital ID in his country. Oh, really? I didn't know he had that. See, yeah, I can't deal with that. I was surprised about that because he's not even down with the West like that. At least that's what we think. A lot of them might. A lot of them might start accepting that, but I'm praying I'm praying that there are some that don't do it to where we can go to those some countries and be free. Just like when COVID hit and Tanzania was the only country that didn't close and that wasn't down with the jabs and we was able to come here. That's what I'm saying. I'm hoping that there are a few countries that are not okay with that digital ID and they want to do their own thing. Then we'll be safer in those countries to where we're not tracked and controlled and all that stuff. Yeah, we're gonna have to be off grid. We're gonna have to have our own food grown on trees and roof and lights, water, all that stuff. Because with the banking systems, you're gonna have to get all that stuff if you want your banking account. So you got to have a way to eat. So you got to set up some kind of food thing where you can have food in the roof. Food in the roof. That's it. Food in the roof. You don't even have to work. You can live, enjoy the rest of your life. That's all you need. You might be away from your family, but hey, everybody got to make their own choices. If they follow you, good. If they don't, you might have to be like, I holler at you. That's what I did. Holler. They doing their thing. I'm doing mine. I'm trying to survive. That's what I'm trying to do. They comfortable in the convenience and they sleep. But I can't follow people who sleep like that because I already know the truth. And I can't just follow people like that and just allow myself to be deceived. I can't do it. I can't do it, family. If I'm awake, I'm awake. And I got to walk alone. And we ain't alone. We got our Father with us, our Maker, our Creator. He woke us up. He's going to tell us where to go and what to do to be free. Because even the children of Israel, when they was in Egypt, and a death angel came around and the plagues was going on in Egypt, they had lights and the death angel didn't take them. So there is going to be a place for us to be safe, and we're going to have food. We're going to be good. He's going to provide a place for his children. So we don't have to worry about that. My cousin lives in the digital ID. Wait a minute. Oh, my cousin lives in the apartment right next to mine. It has been 4 months and I still haven't. Wow. Brule Desert. I know how that is though. Are you sure about digital ID being implemented in the Burkina Faso? I'm disappointed, even though I never considered exploring the country. I had saw that too. I saw that I did see something that the digital ID was accepted there. I was so surprised about that, considering that he don't want to be, have no ties to the West. That's definitely a Western. That's a European. That's a European type digital stuff. And I know Asians, they got that stuff too. So what should matter? Welcome. Yeah. So don't call Sons 360. Please don't call me that word. I don't like that word. Fine, call me something else. I know my name is Wanda, but I don't want magic. I don't like magic. Black people we always give each other nicknames. I don't know why we do that. We always give each other nicknames. People used to call me Wanda Bread. My name is Wanda. It used to be like, y'all remember Wonder Bread, right? Wanda Bread, Wanda Jean. Magic sounds spooky and demonic. It's like magic, if you look up the meaning of magic, I don't like that. So I don't want to be called magic. I'm sorry. It ain't no reflection on you, Sons 360, but I got to be real mindful of what I allow myself to be called. So, but everybody always want to we always get nicknames from each other. We just do each other like that. We always give each other nicknames, but back to this freedom. We got to find a place where we can go where they're pretty independent, because we can be a little bit more free in that we're not monitored and tracked and controlled. You don't want to be monitored, tracked, and controlled. And that's the goal of America. That's why I said I could never live there again. Poppy. So yeah, so we gotta find a country that we can go to where we can still be free, and we can, America definitely not it, because they're trying to control everybody, trying to take away dual citizenship. I didn't have that because Tanzania don't offer that, but you can get residency permits, but they're trying to make you select where you have to choose where your loyalties lie and all this, and then they're gonna be trying to charge you a lot of taxes and all. Yeah, I can't with these folks. But as a matter of fact, I'm still a citizen, so I don't want no problems in that aspect with this citizenship situation. So I don't have it anyway. So a residency permit was fine for me. Don't feel sorry for, because the Most High, you gonna get his children out if they want to get out. Sons 360. Some people don't want to get out and they still in the matrix, and they happy with the digital ID. They like the convenience, but they don't. They like it until they can't, like, they'll control and they realize they stuck. Oh, I can't travel. I got to get permission. Or they're going to give me an allowance. Or I can't own property. I can't own a house, nothing. They're going to make me live in a dorm. I have to ride a bike. Like, you're not going to be able to own anything, will be the thing everywhere. But as long as you don't take the mark, you're supposed to be good. The digital ID is going to be everywhere, but I feel like it's going to be some places that, just like during COVID, every country was closed except for Tanzania. Tanzania was the only country that was open, and the only country that just allowed everybody to come. And we didn't have 6 feet masks. Nobody was dying. So it's going to be like that again with the digital ID. Everybody is not going to accept it. Every country is not okay with the U.S. So every country is not going to want the U.S. stuff, the Western stuff. I'm sure there is at least one or two African countries that's not going to be okay with taking a digital ID, because they don't like the West like that. So I'm hoping that it's at least a few, so we can pick and choose which one we want to go to, just like we did for COVID. I came to Tanzania because it was the only country open, and I was trying to leave the U.S. A lot of us came here because it was the only country open, and we wanted to leave the U.S. because we knew people was going to be dying in the U.S. So we left. So it's going to be like that with the digital ID. It's going to be some countries that just won't accept it. Yeah, they're going to try to bully them, but they still ain't going to accept it right away. And then those are the ones we can get in, get situated. And then when they start trying to accept it, you already in that country. You already got your land. You building your house. You getting your stuff. So if they want you to take it, you don't have to, because you got a place to live. You got food. You got water. Like, you good. You can survive without getting a digital ID. You have to be off grid. That's the only thing, is you ain't gonna be accessible to your family like that. I mean, because they ain't gonna be able to come see you anyway, because they're gonna be like they're gonna be like children. They ain't gonna be able to travel. I mean, if you get the digital ID, you might as well get the mark, because you're gonna be controlled by the digital ID. You're gonna be, because they're gonna use the digital ID to push the mark situation through that. They're gonna be able to control you at that point. Yes, the door citizenship hit me like what? Yes, the dual citizenship hit me like what? Oh, the dual citizen. Trump trying to get rid of dual citizenship. Brule Desire, he trying to get rid of it, because he's like, you got to pick. You got to pick between them. You use America's number one. You can't have dual citizenship. He's going to try to make it like that. If the law passes there, I think it's in the House right now, but I believe it's going to pass, because he got this whole America first situation. Now he's making people choose. So what if you or half Ghanaian and half American, or half something and half something. So what about people who got citizenship in Ghana and citizenship in Burkina Faso? I don't know if he gave it out, but there are people who got citizenship in different African countries. Are they, what problems are they going to encounter with the U.S. being a U.S. citizen? They said their taxes going to be higher, they're going to be stricter with them, and they're going to be like monitoring them. Like they're already doing that, but I just don't want no extra problems. Yes, the Sons 360. I have been saying that. Residency is better than dual citizenship. I have been saying that. I was saying that even before Trump mentioned it. I was saying that he's making so many enemies of other countries. It's best to just do residency. It's best to just do residency because he's making so many enemies, and you don't want to have him beefing with the other country. And I actually said that you don't want him falling out with the other country that you got dual citizenship with, and then he gonna make you choose and feel like where he want to know where your loyalties lie. And that's exactly what's happening. I said that way back when I did the video about residency or citizenship. I said just get a residency permit because you'll still be a citizen of the states, but you just have a residency permit to stay in different countries, and then you renew it every 2 years or whatever. So, yep, that's what's going on. If you not, I am monetized Sun 360. Yep, I got monetized in April of this year. Passports are also already updated to Roulette Desire. What do you mean the passports are already updated to e-passports? What do you mean, Roulette Desire? All of them are? So that means if we update our passport, we're gonna have an e-passport. This is just so discouraging. Y'all, this is so discouraging because I don't like all this control on my stuff. That is so good to know you're getting something from them. Yes, Sons 360. I finally got monetized in April, and I have been getting a little bit here and there, but it's helping because it's not that much to right now. It's not a whole, it doesn't cost, it's not a lot to live over here, live outside of America. It's more expensive living inside of America. The US dollar is stronger outside, but it's losing its value. It is definitely losing its value because my money is not as much as it was. It's going down. So the value of the dollar is dropping. But I am monetized, so that's a blessing. Anything extra is a blessing. It helps out, especially when you live outside. Yeah, it's helpful. Always, you're always hoping that this one video or this video will go viral because if it go viral, then you get more money on those ones that really go viral. But the ones you do it don't have that many views, and you don't get that much from it. So I'd like every time I do a video, I'm like, maybe this will go viral, maybe this will go viral, maybe this will go viral. So you never know which one will resonate with people. So it's just good to use all the tools. So you use your lives, you do your shorts, you do your videos, you post to your communities tab. You don't know where you can get like subscribers and your engagements, and then people can go back and watch your old videos because it's your watch hours that helps you with the money that you get. So yeah, you use it all. Yeah, everything is tumbling, fam. Everything is tumbling. You just have to put yourself in a position to where you can have a chance on being free. You don't want to just sit there and allow the US to just lock everything up and then you just a slave. You stuck. You have not made no attempts to try to escape, try to plan to get out. You haven't done anything to try. Even if you don't succeed, at least you wanted to make an effort of trying to be free. Otherwise, you're going to be like a slave again. just like how our ancestors were before. We're going to be slaves again. Like they're going to tell us what to do, what, they're going to feed us. They're going to tell us where to live. We got to live where they tell us to, ride a bike somewhere, work this number of hours, eat this type of food. They can put you back in the field and make you do that if you don't want to starve. Like, this is the type of slavery I'm talking about. I can't. I can't. I can't experience that. I'm too independent. Like, I can't. So I'd rather take my chances outside of America than inside. I don't care how much of a struggle it is outside. I figure it out. That's my whole mindset. That has been my whole mindset. Yes, it's been tight. Yes, it's been a struggle. No, I don't always have a whole lot of money to do this and that, but I've always been blessed. The Father's always provided for me to be able to have a roof, for me to be able to have food. I haven't been hungry. Like, yeah, I might not be able to eat what I like to eat all the time. I might have to eat beans and rice and greens. I might have to eat that more than what I like to sometimes, but it's food. And then here they got fresh food, and then they got fruit and vegetables that's like real affordable, like real cheap here. So you can get like avocados, mangoes, papaya, pineapples. All those things are cheap, so you can eat those all the time. So you still gonna be healthy. Your body's still gonna be healthy living here outside. But in America, oh, hello, Nubian cutie. Nubian, yeah, hello, welcome. Welcome. What should matter? Love it. I said love it. Lord. Oh, Lord. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can move from my travel time up. I'm trying to leave last week from okay, Suns 360, which is way cheaper by but could. Oh wow. Suns 360. Okay. JK, let's see. In 21, the US dollar conversion to 10 it was a bit over. Yep, that's right. It had been up to like JK, and it was up to like 2,500 per dollar, but now it's at like 2,300 per dollar. It's gone down. The value has gone down. The value of the US has gone down. So it's dropping, but it's still pretty powerful compared to a lot of other countries. It's pretty powerful in Uganda still as well. So yeah, I family, make some plans, connect. If you want to leave, it's possible. Connect with some sisters and brothers in the Caribbean, Panama, in Africa, Brazil. We everywhere. So you ain't got to just come to Africa, but go somewhere where at least you're melanated. People are melanated. Peace and blessings, abundance to you too. Suns 360. So go somewhere people look like you, so you don't have to worry about these people being racist against you and tell them the Africans got to leave and all that stupid stuff. When they countries start popping off with stuff, they come for the minority, they come for the melanated people. But when you in Africa and stuff start popping off, that's between them. That's between their government and them. It ain't because you know, yeah, they don't be focusing on, because everybody black. So it's better to be somewhere where everybody look like you. So if things pop off, you're not the focus. But you go to these little white countries and Asian countries, when things pop off, the first thing they're going to do, they get mad about their government. They're going to be trying to come for the black people for no reason. They do that everywhere. That's everywhere. So you want to go, I try to tell people, go to a place where people look like you, so you don't have to worry about at least that part. So when things popped off here in Tanzania, we ain't had to worry about nobody looking for black people, because we all black. We all African. We just needed to use wisdom and stay low key and stay out of people's stuff, that's what we needed to do. And that's what most of us did. Hopefully, we listened. Instead of running back to America to what? You running back to the Nazis. You running back to the Squid Game. You running back to the Hunger Games. They hanging us from trees every week. Every week they gonna hang an FBA from a tree. They gonna be like, since this your country, we gonna make y'all an example. Let's make sure we hang you from a tree every other day. We're gonna hang y'all from trees. Since y'all say this your country, and since you say you ain't leaving, yeah, you ain't leaving, because you ain't gonna leave out of here alive. Yeah, these people got to be careful talking about they ain't leaving. You ain't gonna leave, because they're gonna make sure you don't. You're gonna die in captivity. America is the house of bondage. America is captivity. It's the land of your enemies, oppressors, and captors. It's not your home, Black people. And they're gonna show you that it's not your home, FBAs, because your butt gonna be hanging from trees, and ain't nobody gonna investigate. Nobody's gonna do anything. Every week, I probably every other day, every 3 days, I turn on the computer and I got a family. We just want answers. I love one was hanging from a tree. We want answers. You ain't gonna never get no answers. You're not gonna get no answers. The only thing you're gonna get is that person committed suicide. That's it. Case closed. Even though they was beat to a pulp, all organs missing, it was a suicide, and that's case closed. You ain't gonna get no answers, because it's set up that way. It's the Squid Game. It's the Hunger Games. That's why you're not gonna get an answer. Everybody's in it. The police, the nurses, the judges, the everybody, all the political red and blue sides, everybody in it. You the only one that don't know. You the only one think you still got civil rights, but you don't. They're gone. They've been gone. The department is frozen. You ain't got no rights, Black people. No rights. Once I consider residing in Panama, however, their main currency is, I did not know that, JK, that their main currency is the US. Yeah, that's not good. I thought they had their own currency in Panama. Oh, yeah, that's not good. They don't have nothing to convert it to if things get bad. At least with us, we can take it out of USD and drop it into T shillings, or we can do a conversion. Yeah, I wouldn't like that either, JK. I would not like that. So yeah, I just want to do this live, family, so y'all can lay eyes on me. I'm at home. I'm in Dar es Salaam. All is well. We've been staying in the house for a few days. There's a couple of us diasporas over here, and we've been staying inside. I think I'm going to go out tomorrow, but I'm not going to go far from home. I'm just going to walk around like the fruit stand and get some like fresh fruit. But yeah, I'm not going to go too far, because things ain't settled, family. Things are not settled. It's a revolution going on the continent, all across the continent. And I'm kind of here for it, because it reminds me of like the civil rights movement stuff that we had to go through, which is why I won't go back to America, because we're not going to do that all over again. We're not going to do that all over again. It ain't going to happen again anyway. Once they took it away, we're not going to get it back. So it's just going to go down. America's just going to go downhill. Down, down, down. They rolled all our rights back. They're going to go down quickly. So why they focusing on the Somalians, Black people, children of Israel? Make your plans and get out. Get out. Why they ain't focused on you right now? They get all this digital stuff set up, and then they're going to be like, ain't nobody going to be going nowhere unless we say so. Then you're going to be stuck, and you're going to be so mad that you didn't at least attempt to visit somewhere else. Just to breathe a little bit. Get out the country just to breathe a little bit. Even if you decide you're going to go back, at least you can say, I did get out before I got locked in. I did get a chance to travel a little bit before I got on lock, before they locked me and put me back in prison. And then before they made me a slave again. I know it's not funny, but It's sad, but I can't do nothing but laugh because it's unreal, but it's true. The Bible talks about it. So it's going to happen. So, but anyway, family, I guess I'll end the live. I just wanted you to lay eyes on me. All is well with me. I am doing well, and I will keep you posted. I will do a video tomorrow, and yeah, just keep you posted. And yeah, thank you so much for jumping in. Thank you for chit chatting with me, and we'll do another one. Maybe I'll do a live in the next day or two, just to come back and chat with you, see what y'all got going on. This whole Somalia thing is probably gonna go on for a few weeks, and then they're gonna go to the next group, and then the next group until all the foreigners are out, all the dark color, the melanated ones are out. They'll let the white ones stay, but the melanated ones, they're trying to get them out. And crazy because they're trying to get the foreigners out, but they ain't letting us. They ain't gonna try to let us out as the FBAs. They ain't gonna let you go nowhere. They will lock that country down before they let you leave because they don't want the slaves to leave. They don't mind the foreigners to leave, but they don't want the slaves to leave. They want to unalive you. They don't want you to leave your home. Since it's your home, it ain't my home. Since the FBA say it's their home, they're gonna make sure you don't leave because you're gonna be hanging from trees, flying in the wind. What you call it, strange fruit, all over the place. Everybody committing suicide, jumping from trees, tree to tree, tree to tree. That's what's gonna happen. And I'm gonna be over here in Africa, and I'll be watching from afar, and I will keep y'all in prayer because you're gonna need it. We're gonna need it too. But over there, you're going to really need it. So thank you so much. I will see you guys in the next video or the next live. Shalom, salama, peace. See you guys in the next video or live stream. Okay.